sesiphinde sangena kanti uba usanda ukungena noko awukaphoswa kakhulu sabukela inkqubo yakho ethandayo Ekhaya Jikelele. Igama lami ke nguNadia Dambuza, ndisahleli nayo ke inzwakazi uKholosa Kalubisi. Mbukeni sibhexeshile kwiyure yokuqala, ngoku singena kweyesibini. Basive kuwe Makhol ukuba ngawaphi amanqaku esiza nawo.
uMakhol uthi maninzi amanqaku esiza nawo apha Ekhaya Jikelele. Wena mbukeli qiniseka into yokuba ivolume ikutop kuba nje asikuphatheli manqaku kuphela kodwa ke zikhona mbukeli ezemidlalo, isimo sezulu nendwendwe eziqhafuqhafu. Asikwazi kaloku ulibala umculo. Sibabe ngasibini ke nakuSponge uthe wayiqukumbela iyure yethu yokuqala. Kanti ngokumbukeli njengoketshilo ugqa wami singena kwiyure yethu yesibini. Khululani zobhatyi, khululani izihlangu, soze nikhonkothe nazizinja kusekhaya apha. Babe ndinkiloza ndiliciko benzawucula ndithi noba izindlu zezodaka. Kusekhaya apha Ekhaya Jikelele. Kanti ke sibambe ngazibini nakubabukeli bethu abasijongileyo pha ku-SABC Plus. Uba awunaye mbukeli andazi ubuphi lonke elixesha, ngoku ndiqinisekile nasezulwini uzawungena ngo-SABC Plus ulihaye SABC. Mbukeli masijonge eziphala phambili kule iyure. Amkelwe ngezandla ezishusha amabhokobhoko ngabalandeli ngethuba befike eKapa bezobonisa izihlwele indebe yehlabathi abayiphumeleleyo pha eFrance.
Haleluya linamandla kamali kaJesu. Sanibonani babukele emakhaya, igama lami uSibubhana the gospel dude, ngila Ekhaya Jikelele. Keep watching Ekhaya Jikelele, siphathele kumnandi umdlalo neindaba na yonke into oyithandayo. God bless you.
Amabhokobhoko avuyisene ngamxhole omnye nabemi beli kukhenketho lokubhiyozela indebe iWebb Ellis ePitoli, eSoweto napha eGauteng. Kolu khenketho ke mbukeli lwendebe iBox siza kutyelela izixeko ezine iintsuku ezine.
Bekuthe rholele ngumbala oluhlaza nogold lihlokondibala labathandi nabalandeli bamabhokobhoko. Emva kokudibana nomongameli Cyril Ramaphosa kwizakhiwo zomdibaniso, amabhokobhoko ajolise kumawakawaka abalandeli abenze imikrozo kwizitalato bevuyisana namaqhawe wabo. Ukhenketho lubandakanye iLoftus Versfeld neBank City kwinkaba yesixeko seGauteng. Abadlali babenalo nethuba lokutikitya intwenka yebhola zombhoxo nezikipha zabalandeli.
I'm going for Sia. Asian police, declare, and many. Those three, I love them.
Andre Pollard, definitely. Yes, man. Aftercare! Woo! Bogi Bobo Nambi, yes, Maina.
Ngaphandle kokukhabana kwembono zabalandeli ngoyinamdlali wabo ubalaseleyo, kodwa bavumelana ngamxhelo omnye iintshatsheli zehlabathi ziphindile zalimanya ilizwe.
The rugby is just the number one. It brings every single person together.
We're so proud, thanks to the Bokis.
Yeah, it fills our hearts with pride and joy. They just were awesome.
We are happy, we are stronger together, and we are more than fighters and conquerors.
Usekela mqeqeshi Mzwandile Stick uthi benze ngaphaya kokukhusela ngempumelelo intshinga yabo.
And it's more than us, it's not about us. So we don't want people to make it about us, me as Mzwandile Stick. We must understand one thing. If we can unite like this as a country, then we can make the world a better place.
Umjikelo waseGauteng ukukunjelwe kwibala iFNB eSoweto, apho naye usodolophu waseGauteng uKabelo Gwamanda ekhahlele kumabhokobhoko.
Mphathiswa wezamashishini karhulumente uPravin Gordhan unika ingxelo abatyali-mali kohlaziyo malunga nesicwangciso-qhinga sohlaziyo lwamashishini karhulumente kweli ngakumbi kwaTransnet no-Eskom.
a recovery plan for Transnet to begin to get it to move in the right kind of direction. That'll be socialized with all sorts of stakeholders as well. And it'll create all sorts of opportunities for ensuring that the private sector could become either partners or in some way contribute in various parts of Transnet. So firstly, if we take the Transnet National Ports Authority, it has a program over the next 10 years of some 100 billion rands of investments. If I give you a concrete example, Durban Harbour is still the busiest port on the African continent. Its volumes have declined, but the ships that today carry containers are huge, and the Durban Harbour is unable to accommodate those. So one of the key projects that the Ports Authority is managing is the deepening of the harbour and the extension of the pier where these large ships can actually enter.
Mbukeli uyakhumbula ke ukuba besikuthembisile ukuba siza kunxibelelana nenkokheli ye-EFF eThekwini uThemba Mvubu malunga nomba wombhodamo obonwe kwibhunga ledolophu yaseThekwini apho amalungu e-EFF ebesilwa ngokhuseleko. Usomlomo webhunga uThabani Nyawosi uthi uyawenza umsebenzi wakhe. Ngoku ke sinxibelelana ngoZoom noThemba Mvubu okhokhela i-EFF kweli bhunga ukuze aphendule. Themba wamkelekile mfoka Mvubu apha ekhaya Jikelele.
Sicela ukubingelela sibingelele nababukeli emakhaya siyalibonga ithuba.
Enkosi kakhulu. Themba masiqale ngokuthi ngokombono wakho imeko iye yanda kwaye naphela nisilwa ingaba kwenzeke ntoni?
Msakazi nababukeli emakhaya sizophinde sicacise lento. I-council ila khona ama-political parties sika khona ezokhuluma indawo ye-debate. Uma ngabe kuukuthi khona izinto angekho happy ngazo la kwazi ukuthi akhulume khona kube khona i-free speech and free debate. Now okwethu besize ngakho laphana after sithole umbiko ovela ku-National Treasury ukuthi u-1.2 billion uzothathwa eThekwini banqabile isicelo besibhalo city manager for i-roll over. Sibese sithi-ke i-crisis leon. So asikwazi ukuba no-city manager ozoba ingxenye yomhlangano kube kuukuthi imali engaka izothathwa kubantu baseThekwini. Msakazi sokhumbula ukuthi iThekwini nenkinga engakanani. Sishawe ama-disaster ngonyaka odlule kwalimali izindlu kwalimali imigaqo abantu abaningi baba-displaced. Uma ngabe kuukuthi kuthiwa kunemali engango-1.2 billion National Treasury asozoyithatha ngoba ubona ukuthi iThekwini liyahluleka ukuthi liyisebenzise. Yinto esoyichaza siyithini kubantu baseThekwini leyo abantu abasayithola behlala endaweni engekho right ngoba balahlekelwa imizi yabo kwawama-bridge kwalimali izindlu. So ilokho kade sicela thina ukuthi cha somlomo ne-meeting asikwazi ukuqhubeka nomhlangano wethu ukuthi umuntu okuyena oyi-head of administration in the form of city manager ukuthi abe ingxenye yomhlangano.
Themba sizibonile ividiyo ezibonisa amalungu e-EFF eziphindezela kumalungu okhuseleko. Kutheni nihlasela bomkhosi nje beningenawuphuma nje kungaliwanga?
Cha kubalulekile futhi nalokho ukuthi sicacise msakazi. Akwazi ukuthi uma ngabe uzoletha udlame kumalungu e-EFF ngoba ngaleko ukuthi amakhansela abantu uma ngabe kuukuthi abantu baya kulwisa unelungelo elikhona even emthethweni ukuthi ukwazi ukuthi uzivikele nawe. Labantu esikhuluma ngabo abantu abadala abantu abangamalunga e-council akubona nje uNkulunkulu evele yangena ngefuthi efanele ithathwe ngalendlela esasengayo. Uma ngabe amaphoyisa kamasipala ezongena ephethe ibhamu bekungekho futhi even i-threat yempilo ukuthi ngaze ngene amalunga aka metropolis ephethe ibhamu ezodonsa ahudule phansi abantu besifazane bangamakhansela. So uma ngabe kuukuthi ke kwenzeka leso simo ngeke ulindele ukuthi nabo indlela bazophendula ngayo bazophendula ngendlela ukuthi abazokulisa ngoba nawe uyabaliza. So iyo nto ediyenzakala le ngingayibiza ngokuthi ayikho into wrong ukuthi abantu bazidefend. It's called self defense uma ngabe abantu be-attack.
Njengoba besesitshilo ke besiqhagamshelane nosomlomo webhunga laseThekwini uThabani Nyawosi ngalomba wakhalaza ke ngelithi lento ayenzayo ukulandela umgaqo siseko. Nithini nina ngalomba?
Ukulandela umthetho asikuphikisi ngoba siyawazi ama-rules of order njengoba singama-members alapha kwi-council, but esiphikisana nakho ukuthi kushawe abantu bado sikhuluma nje amanye amalungu esazahamba ebhedlela aze yahamba ayoyibhedlela because alimalile. So uma ngabe kuwukuthi ke abantu ekuthiwa bazo-enforce umthetho noma basikhipha ngaphandle kufanele basikhipha ngalowo ndlela angazi noma mhlawumbe singavumelana yini ukuthi kulungile ukuthi amalungu e-EFF ukuze akhishwe laphana kufuneka ashawe wona-ke bese goqizana ngoba into eyenzakalile yile amavidiyo even akhona asiphiki lokho akhona amavidiyo asiveza lokho so angicabanga ukuthi singabe sesidibhetha noma sikhuluma ngokuthi amalungu e-EFF bengenalo ilungelo uma ngabe kuwukuthi athekwa ukuthi asiphindisele la ivikele.
Njengoba benisithi makukhutshwe umanejala kamasipala uMusa Mbele ibiyintoni ayenzileyo mhlambi enhlanganisweni le benithi makayikhutshelwe?
Ngiyaphinda msakazi la eThekwini silahlekelwe kuvele incwadi number 1 incwadi eyimpendulo ekade umunicipal manager ebhalele uNational Treasurer ecela ukuthi kube ne-roll over yemali engango 1.2 billion. National Treasury, in fact, it was not 1.2 billion, it was 1.9. National Treasury, uthe imali engizokwazi ukuthi ngiyibuyise, imali which is approximately about 700 million, ezokwazi ukuthi ngokubelieve ama-plan abebemnikeze wona ukuthi le mali bazokwazi ukuyispend. Wathi 1.2 billion, ayikho prospect ukuthi ithe ama-plan izinhlelo ze-procurement zikuma-stages azokwazi ukuthi amese deadline leka 12 months. So uma ngabe kuwukuthi our accounting officer, you must remember msakazi, usithi manager ungumqashwa uqashwe ikhansela ukuthi azokwenza umsebenzi azolekelela amakhansela ukuze akwazi ukuthi afulfill izidingo zabantu ekuhlaleni. If kuwukuthi lowo muntu loyo akakwazi ukuthi oversee enze sure ukuthi ama-officials account kuyena ayakwazi ukuthi ayisebenzise leyo mali, then why sithi city manager ama-officials akamasipala from time to time, every time we hold us to account in our committee meeting monthly, they will always tell you ukuthi i-problem is not sesikwenze konke but sinenkinga asikwazi ukuthi sithole i-signature ka-city manager.
Seziphi izinto enizenzileyo kuqala mhlambi ukuze nivakalise izimvo zenu ku-city manager njengoba nisithi anivuyi aniyithandanga noko indlela enze ngayo ukuthi aphindisele imali kwa-treasury? Ikhona mhlambi into beniyivakalisile kuqala phambi komhlangano?
Not only did we get to discover incwadi 2 days before the meeting, number 1, let's start there. Usisi manager akasisheli thina ukuthi kunenkinga pick up awubona ukuthi kune crisis as a head of administration okuwarrant ukuthi azabhalela uNational Treasury ukuthi kufanele kube ne-roll off. That's number 1. So you told us 2 days or a day before evela ku-National Treasury, not even from umasipala. But 2, because siphicaphile uma ngabe sihlala kuma committee meeting uthi kune problem la, we don't think ukuthi city manager wenza umsebenzi wakhe ngendlela efaneleyo. We have written almost about 3 letters to his office. Ayikho neyodwa esekuyaphendula. Sibhala incwadi, sabhalela uspeaker, sabhalela umayor. Sathi city manager sizacela ukuthi aphume kwiposition yakhe ngoba akazosiza ngalutho njengomkhandlu omkhulu kangakwe metro waseThekwini. Akukho neyodwa impendulo esike sayithola namhlanje. So noma isiphi space esisitholayo sisebenzisile njengoba senzile formally sabhala incwadi and uma ngabe sithi kwi-council sasho ukuthi asikwazi ukuthi sihlale nomuntu opreside over i-council osezibona emkhulu okudlula wonke umuntu ngoba uma ngabe kuwukuthi city manager bengazibona ukuthi mkhulu ayikho into edimstop ukuthi asiphendule kulezi incwadi besimbhalela zona ukumtshela ukuthi asikho happy even nanama-vacancies kunemsebenzi eminingi eThekwini efanele ngabe ugcwalisiwe engabe also iyalekelela ukuthi kube khona abantu abaningi which is a human capital abazokwazi ukuthi balekelele kwi-administration yaseThekwini. But city manager into ayichuzile uchuze ukuthi akasizile sonke angaziphendula izincwadi zethu together with the speaker.
Wethemba ningaba mhlawumbe nini nedwa niliqembu le-EFF eliphikisayo kulomba wemali okanye akhona mhlawumbe amanye amaqembu ezepolitiki avumelana nani?
In fact, even the councillors of the ANC ayakuvuma ukuthi city manager akasizi ngalutho ngoba imajority yawo ingama-ward councillors. Babehlala khona emawadini kunama-projects efanele ngabayenzeka but ama-projects awenzeki because city manager akafuni ukuthi asayine ama-letters of appointment. Even namanye ama-opposition ayavumelana nazo. La singaphikisana khona mhlawumbe ngayi-method esetshenziswa yi-EFF ngoba i-EFF ayifani namanye ama-political organization. But in essence wonke amaphathi ayakuvuma ukuthi akuvumelekile akwamukelekile ukuthi abantu baseThekwini bangaluza imali engango-1.2 billion while ucity manager ekhona kanti yini umsebenzi ka-city manager.
Ungathi ukususela ngoku yeyiphi eyona nto iphambili enizimisele ukuyenza njengeqela le-EFF uqinisekisa ukuba intlanganiso zebhunga ziyaqhubeka nanjengoko kulapho kuthathwa khona izigqibo eziphucula uluntu. Uzokhumbula ke ukuba le ntlanganiso ihambanga kakuhle kodwa ngoku zeziphi izinto enizicwangcisileyo njengeqembu le-EFF ukuba enye intlanganiso elandelayo ihambe ngokomgaqo?
Msakazi nababukeli emakhaya, i-EFF into eyizele laphana ukuthi izokwenza sure ukuthi imali yabakhokhintela iya la kufanele iye khona, which is the service delivery, and lokho ngeke size sicompromise. Akekho umuntu ozoma endleleni yethu ukuthi sikwazi ukuthi sinikeze abahlali baseThekwini i-service delivery. Abantu abanezinkinga ezinganga njengoba sengishilo ukuthi sashaba i-disaster, sizazama ukuthi si-recover from that. Uma ngabe kuwukuthi u-city manager ume sendleleni ye-service delivery, sizomcela ukuthi u-city manager agudluke esihlalweni sithole umuntu ozokwazi ukuthi enze umsebenzi wakhe. Msakazi, mhlambe kufanele sikusho lokho. Kwi-MFMA ekuyiyona elawula ukuthi kuspendwe imali zahulumeni, akukho la kukhulunywa khona ngo-8 months nango-1 year. Lento eThekwini sithe sifika kuhulumeni sathola ukuthi sekuyindlela ekuphilwa ngayo. Uma ngabe sikhuluma nge-procurement process yaseThekwini, sikhuluma ngokuthi it can take anything between 8 months and a year. Now umbuzo uthi uma ngabe kuwukuthi ama-officials under the guidance and the leadership of the city manager abazokwazi ukuthi speed up ama-process even kuma-cases ama-emergencies nama-disaster, uzokwazi kanjani umkhandlu waseThekwini ukuthi uresponde kulezi zinkinga obhekene nazo? Remember thina siyi-coastal city and we are prone to lezi zinto zama-natural disaster because of climate change. Now we have a situation la ama-officials akhona awanayo i-sense of urgency, awanawo nhlobo. So kuyinkinga kuma ngabe sekufika abantu abazoba accountisa ubuye ngazi ukuthi thina esirong ngoba bekade vele abantu bezimuvela ngale phesa abamuva ngayo, it was business as usual. Yinto nje engabaxwayisa ukuthi uma ngabe sikhuluma nge-procurement, tender procurement, it can take anything between 8 months and a year. How are you going to be able to respond ngendlela e-right ukurana idolobha elingaka elinepopulation engaka uma ngabe kuwukuthi abantu abarana i-administration abakwazi ukuthi benze izinto ngalendlela efanele bazenze ngayo? So each and every space, noma yiliphi ithuba msakazi sitholayo, we are going to make sure ukuthi we hold abantu aba-accountable ukuthi they must account.
Enkosi kakhulu Themba ngexesha lakho.
Siyabonga kakhulu, sibonge nakubabukeli emakhaya, siyabonga.
Sibonga incazelo. Lowo ke mbukeli ibinguThemba Mvubu esichazela ke ngombhodamo othe wehla esixekweni saseThekwini. Ukanti ke siqala iweekend, uba ngabe uzawuphuma ngoku khawule nalo uqikelelo kaloku lwemozulu.
Enkosi ngokuhlala nathi nisasibukele apha ekhaya Jikelele. Ungabona kaloku sele kunempahla ica kwam selusazi umbukela into bana singena kwezi style nezinxibo. Kanti ke abe style zesinxibo kunye nabacebisi benkangeleko zingcali ke ezikhokela abo sisebenzisana nabo ukuba ke baguqule inkangeleko yabo ukuze ingqamane nako bakukho okunye abakwenzayo. Kodwa ke mbukeli ngaphambi kokuba singene nzulu ukuba mhlawumbe sithethe ngazo izstyle kuba nawe ekhaya ndiqinisekile into kubana uyafuna ukwazi ba lento ihamba njani. Ngaphambi kokuba senze lonto masithi qhwisi yobhatala amatyala siyabuya wena ungagungqi. Siphinde sinamkele kwakhona nisasibukele apha ekhaya Jikelele. Saqhubeka ke mbukeli nokuphathela izinto ezimnandi eziqhafuqhafu. Kanti ke njengoko nditshilo ekuqaleni into bana abezitayile zesinxibo kunye ke nabacebisi benkangeleko zingcali ezikhokela abo zisebenzisana nabo ukuba ke baguqule inkangeleko yabo ukuze ingqamane noko bakuko okanye abakwenzayo. UMokhale ke waziwa ngokuba nempembelelo kwifashoni yamadoda kunye ke nokuziphatha kwamashishi. Ucebisa ke abantu babanxibe njani kwiofisi zabo. Ekunye ke nowakwakhe baqala iDecorum Stylist leke inkampani izenzele igama kwicandelo lempahla kunye ke necala elijongene nenkangeleko yomntu. Bakholelwa ukuba ke mbukeli umntu ufanelwe ukuzivela ubunewunewu nokuzithemba ukuze nesinxibo asilungiseleyo kungakhathaliseki nokuba sesiphi na isini. UMokhale ke ulapha enkqubeni bekumele ke uphelekwe yinkosikazi yakhe. Sawuxelela bonke ke mbukeli into kubana kuqhubeka ntoni. Masikubulise sikwamkele enkqubeni. Unjani?
Ngiyabonga wena.
Siyaphila. Ndiyeva into kubana bekumele uze nenkosikazi yakho kuye kwenzeka ntoni engafikanga.
No, she was meant to be here but unama meeting this morning, unfortunately she couldn't make it.
Kodwa usibukele.
Usenda ama regards.
Aw, molo nkosikazi. Siyaqonda into kubana wena nonkosikazi yakho nakubeni nje ninelishishini lempahla. Kodwa ke you are professionals kwaye ke you are qualified. Ingaba mhlambe nizibhaqe njani from being professionals to also juggling into bana ningene kweze fashion?
I mean, if I go back to about 2016, Masqali business, the concept was, professionals are not dressing the way a professional should be dressing.
Okay.
So we saw that as a gap in the market. Sati, let's dress, I'm a young chartered accountant, I'm a chartered accountant by profession, and according to Ebiza, I'm a traineeship. So in traineeship, we still ungena chartered accountancy, but we didn't know how to dress because varsity you're wearing a track suit or a t-shirt. In the professional space, we felt we had a gap. So we then saw a gap. Sting is amatai, sting is isoki. That's how we started the actual business. And after a while, people would start asking, where can I get your suits? We like the way you dress. And that's where the concept started. So 2017, we jetted off. So Italy, there's a place called Pitti Uomo, which is basically the mecca of menswear. And that's where we actually revealed the his and hers concept for the first time. And the reception was absolutely remarkable. And that's when we started the business. Look, let's do suits for both females and males for corporate. And that's where the brainchild came from.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. And I love the fact that nabani qale nginconywa kuqala ba yibo into yakho uyifumane phi njalo njalo. And ndiyaqonda bana your main goal kuyo le company yenu kukuba you want to give a unique experience to your clients. And I'm probably wondering into bana ngoku in the office world what is trending, what is in demand kuba siyaqonda bana ifashion kulonyaka okanye kwisizini ethile ufumanisa into bana ngoku kungena isuit ezithile. Ukutyebisela umbukeli ngoku intoni ngenileyo esafashonini?
Look, I mean, at the moment, because it's summer, I mean, just this week, Monday, Tuesday, it's winter.
Yay!
And there's trends for winter and summer. So, you know, for summer, winter, autumn, there's different trends. At the moment, we're getting a safari. So back in the day, we saw a safari. Abo Kenneth Kaunda would wear a safari. So safaris are back. Linen is back. Mobagashisa, you want breathable fabrics. You've got fabrics. You see, we call it blue feel like we've got here. Blue feel is breathable. It's waterproof. Gashisa, you want something light. And that's what we're using now in summer. More lighter fabrics that you can move around. I'm a traveler, basically. So what we call like a suit, it's a traveler suit. Can get on a plane 3, 4, 5 hours. I don't sweat. So that's what's in at the moment, yeah.
Oh wow. And I mean ndiyafuna uqonda into bana as a stylist, because you are also a professional, usuku lwakho luqala njani luhamba njani, and in between your work, your professional work, how do you juggle both? I mean uthi usemsebenzini ngapha kungena order ubalance njani, and just take us through your day ba luhamba njani usuku lwakho.
So I mean I always believe in when you run a business and you're an owner of a business, you're a shareholder. You need to employ people that you trust that can run with the business. So when I am busy with my normal 9 to 5 as a chartered accountant, I've got a team that answers calls, that answers back to clients, that receives, orders, and that actually takes measurements. So the whole purpose of it is to say, while I'm busy on the one side creating another source of income, there's another source of income that's being generated, because to juggle the two gets quite conflicting. If I'm at work and a call comes in, do I leave my work for that? So just to make sure that it's simplistic, we've split the business where there's employees that actually run the suiting side of things. If you want to consult with me personally, I consult on Saturdays and Sundays. But during the week, I don't consult personally. There's a team that does that.
Wow. I mean, inhle kakhulu lonto. I mean, ukumangazeka into bana elishishini aliqaqambisi wena kuphela, kodwa khona abantu aba-employiwe under your name. And I mean, siqala kanje kaloku create a generation apho sizabona i-wealth circulator amongst us singabantu abantsundu. And looking at the economy, kuyabonakala into kubana izinto azimtakangqika akuhlanga kwaphela. So I mean, siyawuncoma kakhulu umsebenzi owenzayo. Ndiyathanda ubuyela ke ngoku kwezitayili uzenzayo ze-suits. Is it only males?
No.
You
We
also
actually
cater?
We cater for females and males. So the suit that's right in front of you there, that yellow suit, is actually a female suit. We debuted this range when it was called Africa Borwa Rona. Both suits actually come from the range. We're at Paris Fashion Week this September.
Wow.
And this was our opening look. You'd wear it with a short. It's actually a suit, but with shorts, summer look.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what we opened with for Paris Fashion Week. We believe in doing a his and hers. So there you're seeing the yellow outfit, there's a green, but there's also a matching male outfit for it, and there's also a matching green outfit for the female. So we want to cater for both females and males, and not specifically just for, males. Typically, because a lot of the time females will say, I went to the shop, Bengfuni suit, it's too short, or I've got curves, it doesn't sit. The bespoke experience we give you, we take your measurements. So when we make you a suit, ilingana when a pair, it will not fit another person. Everything for your body.
Wow.
Made to measure, you pick your fabric, you pick your color that you want, you pick your button, you pick your lining. Siyenza exactly made to measure for your body.
Yeah, and then ndiyayithanda kuba ngu his and hers. Into ethi niyaququzela nokuthi abantu makube khona union ungazi uthe ndiyayithanda lonto kakhulu ube ngu his and hers. And I mean, how would you describe i-collection yakho? I know that utshilo into bana you cater for different seasons. Ngoku singena kwi-summer kune certain looks, but I mean nje, if you were to describe i-collection yakho ungayithini?
I'd say it's clean, bold lines, with a flair of African. So you will note, if you look closely, what we've done with this specific range. In Africa Borwa, this is actually a stretcher pattern that we've created, used sublimation, and if you look very close, there's actually a decorum D within there. So that's the kind of play that we went with. In the yellow, it's there. In the pink, in the green. So we went with a consistency within the range, but at the same time saying to us, we want to keep that authentically South African. Because a lot of the time when you go overseas, they're expecting ubona male party, ubuye kuShaka Zulu. That's what they're expecting. But we wanted to keep the clean, bold lines, the clean tailoring, to a point where they were asking us, is this from South Africa? And that's when we knew, okay, here we've got something. Because these are our patterns that the big brands take, they put it onto a Louis Vuitton, and everyone gets excited. So why not showcase our brands, our patterns, our authentic South African patterns, and take them to the world?
And I mean, speaking of taking our own South African patterns to the world, I mean, you've also been fortunate to be part of Paris Fashion Week, which is truly amazing. And then jonge nayo le suit kaphuti ndiyabona bana njengokuba sikumbhiyozo wama Springboks, it's giving sabo Springboks. Ndiyaqiniseka into yobana no captain angayithi qhakamfu xa ibulisela abantu, because wow, I love it. I mean, you were part of Paris Fashion Week. Khawusixelele ngalonto inhle kangaka.
I mean, that was a out-of-the-world experience. We had never ever debuted ever in the world. And we decided, Guti, for the range that we're going to take to Paris, we kept to the his and hers. So as I rightly said, all outfits have a his and hers. But we wanted to show the world, Guti, we are from South Africa. So the yellow there is actually an inspiration from Istsonga. That's where the yellow comes from. The green comes from Basotho. We kept the colors, but then we said, let's create, because we're Sotho, let's create our own shweshwe pattern from scratch and then implement it in the different outfits. So we played around. The pink outfit that we would have had, we'd have from Sepedi. So we played around with our cultures, but at the same time saying, how do we show the world that we're more than the leopard print that everyone is expecting, or colors and prints. They're just expecting us to come with lots of colors. But we wanted to bring something different, genuine, and the production was amazing. I mean, you look at a production that was done. We were at the Western Vendome. Over 200 people attended it on social media. Over 1,500 are watching the live. It was absolutely amazing to showcase at that highest level. And from there, we've now been invited to showcase next year at Milan Fashion Week. So it was very amazing.
Wow, so great things keep on coming.
They definitely do.
Wow, and I mean, I mean, taking inspiration from our different culture up in South Africa, because I mean, we have an amazing diversity of cultures, and taking it to the world. Uba mhlambe uchongwe ko Paris Fashion Week uyathi into kubana nakulonyaka uzayo na untingela nibhabhele phezulu. I mean, looking at imarket yethu up in South Africa, we know that abanye abantu, because I mean, kulento ithethayo ndiyaphawula into sikwi space, or we are in an era of African revival. It's not only happening through history, ukutya nakwezinye izinto, but even through clothing. I mean, having impahla ziboniswa kwamanye amazwe iyatsho into yobana we are in an era of awakening as singama-Afrika. Why was it important for you as a stylist okanye ukwicandelo le-fashion into yobana ushowcase izinto zethu as njengoba sibona into yobana the West is hungry for us?
No, it's very hungry, but at the same time, you know, it's an awakening that says, we've got the beauty that's sitting here, you know, and it happens that it gets exported and comes back to us to consume.
Yeah.
So why are we not exporters of our own products? I mean, this suit you could wear for your wedding day. Why do we have to have a westernized wedding? This could be your wedding suit. And Umfazi could do her dress. It's not a traditional wedding. It's our wedding. It's an African wedding. So we wanted to showcase that we've got beauty within what we do as well. And we're tired of being importers. Let's also be exporters. Let the world buy into what we actually selling.
Yeah, this is very important, because for the longest time, apha e-Africa, not just up in South Africa, sonke soloko sifunqa, ufumanisa uba nalento sizifunqayo kwamanye amazwe ikwazi izinto zethu. Ngoku zize ngenye indlela. So ndiyayithanda lento ibalulayo ngenene nangenyaniso. We are in an era of awakening and taking back what is ours. And if it means that we must dominate in the fashion industry, sebenzisa into zethu, then we must. I mean, this is truly inspiring, because I mean, xa sithi siyajonga, I mean, you have your own profession ngapha urana this business. Ndiyathanda uqonda into yobana as a chartered accountant, izinto ulwazi onwalo into this business, I
think it's imperative, because when it comes to the business side of things, I mean, as creatives, you create great garments, but you don't know how to price it.
Yeah.
You create great garments, you don't know how to negotiate. You create great garments, but you don't have a corporate governance. So there is no board, there is no structures within our businesses. Our CIPC is not in place, our taxes are not in place. So what starts happening is that even if I go to a bank and I say I need funding, if all those things are not in place, I will not get money. If all those things are not in place, government is not going to fund me, because my taxes are not in place. So having the corporate background, and my wife also being a lawyer, it actually helps us, because there's certain contracts that will come across our table. There's certain collaborations that will come. And to have that background to say, but no, actually you're exploiting us here. You cannot be signing this, because then you're going to have rights to the business. So understanding that corporate side gives us an advantage, because at the table, we're not just creatives.
Yeah.
We're also professionals that can negotiate for the best of our business.
What a powerful combo. Amazing. And abantu abafuna ukuxhasa elishishini abathi siyazithanda izimpahla banifumana phi?
On all social media platforms, so TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. We've also got a website, www.decorumstylist.co.za. Mr. Decorum on all social media platforms, also decorum_stylist. And you can find us, I mean, even on Google, you Google us, you'll find it's by appointment only. So it's a one-on-one bespoke experience, as we said. When it's your 1 hour, 30 minutes, it's your 1 hour, 30 minutes, and we deal with what you specifically want.
And speaking of that, before ndiqhawule ndiyathanda into yobana unikeze ingcebiso kubabukeli bethu because ngoku sesingena sabusama sabuDisemba, so la vibe iphayana. At the same time, yes, sifuna uba vibe, but also I mean uba ngaba mhlambe umuntu uyazi uba ukwi-corporate space, you want to have that office look. What are the pros and cons?
I think the pros definitely is, you know, you can play with some color. You know, you're not restricted to a normal gray and black suit. You can have a blue, you can have a burgundy, you can have a yellow on a Friday, you can have a green. You know, play with colors that are subtle, not too much. You know, look out for how your makeup is, not makeup for a wedding, but makeup for work. You know, guys cleanly shaven, you know, nails done. And a lot of guys think you don't have to do your nails. You actually have to do your nails as a guy as well. You know, so keep it clean, keep it professional. Because at the end of the day, you're selling a service. I mean, if you look at it, I walked in here and the first probably 5 seconds you had made up your mind just based on my looks.
Yeah.
Without anything else, you look at a person's appearance. So it's important that we actually exhibit and exude a different appearance as we get into corporate as South Africans.
So basically what you're saying, your appearance, it introduces you before you even say a word.
100%.
Thank you so much for joining us. Kwaye ke sikunqwenelela okuhle kodwa kwishishini lakho. Mhle kakhulu umsebenzi owenzayo. Ndiqinisekile nababukeli bethu bebephethe pen, bebhala phansi zonke ingcebiso othe wabanikeza zona. Enkosi kakhulu.
Yebo.
Right, mbukeli we-Ekhaya Jikelele lo ke besincokola naye nguye umukhale Xebe mbukeli suka pha Decorum Stylist. Ke sixelela banzi mbukeli into yobana njengoko kaloku singena kule season zintoni ekumele uba uyazinxiba kaloku xa upha eofisini uqinisekisa kaloku mbukeli into yobana isidima sakho sime ngeneno. Ngoku ke masithi qhwi pha evenkileni iqiniseka awugqusha lazi usabukele i-Ekhaya Jikelele.
Makhol, usponge usithathe wasifaka egiyeni.
Usegiyeni ngoku.
Ya ndingenile ngosapha.
Ndiyabona umkile.
Iyabaleka ibhasi.
Umkile. Sithi kusponge singena komnye ngoku.
Singena komnye ngoku. Ngolwesihlanu. Ngesithemba kucaca kuzawucaca mbukeli. Kodwa usinethemba usiphathele into ezimnandi ezikhala kahle. Sinethemba thini ingoma? Lichonele. Hayi ke. Take it away.
ngishonele somali ngishonele Enkosi ngokuhlala nathi nisasibukele apha ekhaya Jikelele. Umuntu Maseko nowaziwa ke ngegama lakhe laseqongeni elithi uSponge Makhekhe yenzalelwane yaseGauteng eSoweto. Uqale ke ukuziva amandla kwicandelo lomculo kubucisa ngonyaka ka2014 ngengoma ethi Dark Beauty. Elityendyana liseze ngobuso kilicandelo lichaza ke okanye lizichaza njengemvumi ephatha yeke kwiintlobo keentlobo zomculo kwaye ke ukwanguye nombhali wengoma. Kungoku nje ukhona apha enkqubeni ezosichazela ngomculo wakhe nohambo lwakhe ingakumbi ke umculo wengoma asaziphekayo. Simbonile kaloku umbukele simnandisa ngoku saba nodliwano ndlebe naye. Sponge Makhekhe.
Hello, kunjani?
Siyaphila Nkosi, njani wena?
Ndiyavuya ukuba apha.
Kuvuya ndikubona indlela ogunqa ngayo, kha undijonge undithi. Undijonge ndifuna ukukujonga xa ndithetha nawe. Uyaphila?
Ngiyaphila kunjani sisa?
Ndiyaphila nam. Umuntu makhe siqale ke ngegama lakho leqonga uthi Sponge Makhekhe. Iqale phi indaba kaSponge Makhekhe?
Oh yeah, igama laka Sponge Makhekhe ngalinikwa ekhaya. Ugogo wanginika uSponge cake. And then mangifika estradini ba Edu Makhekhe, and then it's slowly becoming a household name from then.
Wow, so uthanda Makhekhe beqhubeka ntoni Central izenjani?
Oh, ekhaya they used to bake a sponge cake. So one time bengithi ngithatha I-sponge cake kanti ngiyayitshontsha.
Yeah, mayicace.
Ngicabanga ukuthi benginabo ma 2, 3 kanti ngizodonsa intambo egedlela yangishisa. Bangigijimisa ebar. So endleleni yami yokubuya esibhedlela agogo athi wena sponge cake. So bengifuna igama la ku music and then amajite estradeni but Makhekhe, Sponge Makhekhe.
Sponge Makhekhe, a household name ngoku.
Yeah, it's becoming one.
Wow.
Hopefully sofika le phezulu kakhulu.
Nizawufika na kanjani kususela ngo2014 lapho ke waqala khona nengoma yakho ethi Dark Beauty, Sidudla no Isihlungu. Ingaba intoni mhlambe yabe iyakuphembelela into bana ngoku mandingene kwicandelo lomculo?
Yo. Phembelela yini konje?
Lekufaka umfutho yathi jonga manje ingene emculweni.
Yeah man, umculo into engizalwe nayo yabo. Akusinto engiyenza ngoba ngibona umunye umuntu ayenza. So into nje engazalwa nayo. So I wouldn't say kunento. But bengibona bomsawawa nabomzambia ngenkathi zabo sengi-expose ijama bomsawawa nabomzambia mabaphuma ku-school bag kumajelo kula ngabona khona ukuthi man nami lento ngiyayithanda yazi ngingayenza. So ever since ngilo ngiyayenza till lelanga la namhlanje.
I mean, you mentioned omsawawa siyaqonda ubana ngelaa xesha babephusha genre different kulesi sibonayo namhlanje. Ingaba mhlambe ikhona ikhombo yabo because if ukhule kunabantu esingathi into bana they were a great inspiration. Uba khona uchatha wabo kwinto othi uyenze. Ungathi mhlambe ukhona uchatha womsawawa in your music?
Yeah, ikhona leyo kwaito element because I mean thina saqala music kusa trendy kwaito. I used to tour bengithora neAlaska nabo Trompis nabo Mzambia ekudala ngikhona.
Kudala ukhona mos.
So ngaba ne chance futhi yokusebenza no DJ Kent. I-single yami yokuqala yaproducer uDJ Kent nabo Euphonic. I was part of the same crew nabo DJ Frankie, Begs in Terrace. So kuya ngasebenza nabo DJ Cuba. So lo music lo akusinto ecale manje. So lento engiyenzayo manje inama element yonke into engidlule kuyo. Of course vele sesikupiano, you know. And lengiyenzayo mina ke it's called a private school piano.
Private school
it's
piano.
More like laid back, more keys, chords, yabo soulful bass lines. Akusile.
Oh,
yeah, yeah, lele amabraille siyenzayo abantu abadala mabaphuza into zabo bahleli baxoxa ukuthi next week siwenza kanjani 10 million ilo music esiwenzayo thina.
Yo, because nyani well I would agree with you Kauti, it's laid back because ayikho lantu basukuma uthini, it's like
no allow udlala isikhanda nje
okay ucinga nge-10 million
yeah lo ucabanga ukuthi 20 million 10 million
oh yeah okay nice one ungatsho mhlambe I mean uyathi into bana lo mculo siubonayo ngoku it's not something eyenzeka overnight udala ude umention nabantu owawusebenzisana nabo ngaphambili I mean we see so many musicians umuntu simbone sekuthiwa ba nanku uzibani hey ucinga ba mhlambe lo muntu uqale into yakhe phezolo kanti bekukudala ungathi wena through these years I mean intoni mhlambe ibikubambile into bana unganikezeli uphushe of course une wishes namaphupho kuba khona apho ufikelela apho ufuna ufikelela khona all these years intoni bisakubambile okanye esakubambile kunangoku
I guess uthando lamampela yabo bathi into mawuyithanda kamampela uzoyilandelela ngeke ugijimise ukuthi ikenzela imali ikenza ukuthi ube famous or catch the hottest girls in town a lot of people lento le bayenzela ukuthi babonwe bagibela ama sports cars bacabanga ukuthi lethu abanye babo basayina ama contract wrong yabo because bajahele ifame so mina into engibambile ukuthi ngibe la ukuthi lento ngiyayithanda yabo and of course yes ngitreata njenge business because I have to eat at the end of the day. I've studied the game ukuthi ini kanjani and manje sesinenhlanhla because kunama social media I mean there's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, kune threads manje umntana kabo Instagram akusekho nzima njengakudala
aphuza ungazibuza uqala uzimarket ephi
yeah mina that's why all the time mang release music before iya kuma iTunes before ni creator i-download link yamala to give to abantu abathanda umculo wami so that music ufeedwe abantu then ke singena ku iTunes bese singena ku radio sampling bese singena ku TV plugging bese singena ke kulama stages okuhlala nabantu abafana nani
abantu xa bekufuna bethi jonga sifuna uperforme sikufuna apha ufumane kanjani
ngicharge 100,000 per gig ngiyadlala
hayibo
no abantu bangithola ku Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Threads, Sponge Makeke everywhere.
Sponge Makeke 100,000. Sponge Makeke masimame ngazibini ngexesha lakho siyathaba into kubana apha ekwambeni kwexesha uzophinda ubuye kwakhona usenze sicinge nge-10 million zethu.
Definitely.
Right imbukeli lo besetha naye nguye uSponge Makeke noyimvumi ke ekwangumbhali osaze ngobuso kwicandelo lobugcisa elibandakanya umculo. Masithi qhwise ubhatala amatyala o 10 million to be precise. Ungaqoshi ubukele ekhaya jikelele.